Fellowship, The Deeps, Season 1, Episode 9.
I'm Tyler. I'm playing Grand Architect Zane. And to my left, we have Explain Why.
Peter as Architect Juno Alderon, the heir.
Mark as Poover Iceclaw, the dwarf.
Devin as Goblin King, the York.
Nicole as Marilla, the Rain.
Alright, guys, what happened last session?
Forest, let us never speak of it again.
Creepy haunted forest. Goblin King ate some skeletons and made a new friend.
I always make new friends.
We found a tree that was the forest. It's all for reference.
But also some stuff on
Such
the
a
boat.
Yeah, and then before that we had an adventure on the boat. We noticed that Zane wanted to kill Marilla, and also that there were some people still left from, what was his name? Thor? Thor's people were still left, and we convinced them to stay along until we can prove to them whether or not
Then we
Zane
don't
is
suck.
Yeah.
The general's people. Okay, I did not remember his name, so I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about?
Howard E. McSniper.
Architect Maximilian Tor.
Yeah, I have it written down right in front of me, too.
Now known as Smear.
Is that that guy I killed today?
Yeah.
Now known as Breakfast.
So, like, I just want to make it clear, when I ripped off his head and chewed into his skull and ate his brain and said, now I know everything you know, I just said it to be cool.
Boy.
Me, Devin, and Goblin King both said it to be cool. They didn't mean it. They just thought it'd be awesome. Maybe the Overlord was watching.
It's like, oh fuck, is that how that works?
Is that how this works? He's gonna eat my brain?
Come on, everybody, give it to my belly.
I eat everything, John. Where's my lasagna?
Okay. And to start it off with, I am going to steal the spotlight before we jump into you guys. And we are going to go to Grand Architect Zane, who is standing in a coliseum in front of all of the assembled architects who are up in the stands. And in front of him are four figures. The first is Acerin, who looks like he's been roughed over a few times. His hair is disheveled, he's sporting a black eye, and every now and then when he breathes, he winces. Next to him stand three constructs. The first stands roughly 12 feet tall and looks like a steampunk sculpture of a gorilla. It has layers of brass and chrome plated over pumping pistons and churning gears. Large oversized fists of solid metal hang at the end of elongated machine arms. On its back are a number of valves that occasionally pop and whistle with escaping steam. Its eyes burn a dull red, and when it snorts, its fists erupt in flame. The second is small, and appears even smaller for standing next to the steam-powered behemoth. It is vaguely in the shape of a four-armed human, but it is obsidian black and completely smooth. Even the face is a sheer surface devoid of feature. The light around it seems to swirl and dim, making it hard to see even when looking directly at it. The top set of its limbs end in three-fingered hands, but the lower two terminate in scything blades that glow black. The last has all the appearance of a marble statue come to life. It is perfectly proportioned and impossibly beautiful. It cradles an elegant rifle in its arms, and a pair of swords hang from its waist. Carved into its stone flesh are a myriad of scenes of crashing waves, nautilus spirals, and various creatures of the ocean. Zane stands before them and lifts up his hands. You three are my finest creations. It is to you that I entrust the next phase of our plan. Juno has forced my hand. With the cold-hearted murder of Architect Maximilian Tor, he has proved himself beyond redemption, beyond hope. We cannot allow him to jeopardize our great work. I have toiled, and I have instructed all the other architects to toil, to create for each of you a grand army. You will go out and engage with these terrorists. Draw them out, by whatever means you see fit, and crush them in the name of freedom. Show them that the flame of liberty shall never be quenched. We will bring down the wall. We will embrace our destiny. Bring me the head of Juno Alderon. As for the others, Goblin King has stained his hands with architect blood. Make him pay for this crime. The others, just don't let them get in your way. Now go, for peace, liberty, and justice.
Nice.
We love you, Zane! You're awesome!
Also, like,
He's so charming.
I was gonna say, like, everything he's talking about appeals to my people as well. Talking about, like, freedom and all this other shit. So.
Okay, back to you guys. You guys are on the shore in front of a large, ruinous city.
I just felt a chill up my spine.
I was going to say.
Someone's talking about me.
I was about to say.
Hey, does it feel like someone just walked over Juno's grave?
A whole
I'm
military
to
parade.
the Deadlands recently.
Slapping my paunch.
Oh. Wait,
Back in there, pushing the ghost back in my mouth. Back in there.
like that Kung Fu Panda wailing urn thing.
Okay. So Juno, you're... Oh, this predates architects. You're actually not... I mean, you know technology the most, right? One of you two?
I've learned a fair bit.
So you guys should be able to tell where we're supposed to go more.
Well, either into it or up on it.
It's a tree.
It's a tree city.
You go inside it.
But it's a city. Presumably there's multiple buildings.
Yeah, there's the tree at the center, and then in a ring around it are the ruins of the city.
Yeah, those are like ant hills. But the tree's the good stuff. It's where the squirrels keep all the food. Like they're infants.
Well, we passed to the ruins, I guess.
I'm not going through the ruins. I'm just observing things.
Yes. As we pass, we observe, seeing if there's anything
We can loot the ruins. I'm trying to be observant that this culture might have stored their stuff in the tree. Because that's what squirrels do.
Oh, I didn't mention this before, but also the tree's alive?
Yes,
Well-
all trees are.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm in one with
I'll put out my hands, and little birds will land on my fingers and my head. I'm like,
I'm one with nature.
I mean,
circle
like,
of life.
the roots are alive and attack ships. That's why there's so many dead ships out there.
So trying to dig our way through might maybe be the best
Yeah.
idea.
Also, yeah, probably don't like damage it or light any fires. Probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Whoever looks sad and he just stuffs a bunch of explosives back into
I
his
feel like
bag.
there's a version of me out there that would have been very disappointed by that. But,
my hands again.
you know, I'm all in one with nature.
Yeah, pretty much don't do anything elves wouldn't do, and we'll be fine.
What elves wouldn't do? Does that be a successful culture?
Eat meat.
Do any of you know anything about architecture or history?
I mean,
Mine too.
Presumably they went to school,
Yeah.
especially Juno.
I mean, I have fellowship with the elves, because I study under them and so
Oh,
on and so
yeah.
on.
Oh shit.
You know elf shit. You're specifically like an elven elite
Elven
and
elite,
stuff
yeah.
too. So if this actually was built by elves, I mean,
So yeah,
it's
this
built-
is very much an ancient elven city. So you guys walk through the ruins on what you presume to be the main street towards the tree. You head down the cobblestones. It's dilapidated and fallen in, but reasonably well preserved. There are roots that rise up and tangle with the structures and the rocks at various places, but you don't notice any other vegetation. It's as if the entire city was built on a ring created by this tree, and the tree is slowly reclaiming it. Eventually, as you walk along the path, you come to a large central intersection where there is a statue of an old elf and a softly flowing stream and a sundial in the middle at the center of a big compass that points out, and roads leading in every cardinal direction. On some of the walls around you, you see hieroglyphics. One of the walls is bleeding. There is a tree and a score of arrows litter the ground.
kind of just glossed over the wall was bleeding part.
Just paste all of that into
Okay,
the chat.
so I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that statue is alive. Because y'all like to make living statues.
Would anyone like
Well,
to make?
Elven.
Still.
If anyone with a decent sense score would like to make a?
You
I
also
mean, I can figure it out.
Also?
You also feel an air of menace settle in as soon as you guys enter the city, and no one can roll with hope while within it.
Is it mind control?
It's not mind control.
Just I have
You're
to
just
check.
being it down there.
I have to check to be like,
Hey, Goblin King. Have you tasted a lot of types of blood?
You bet I have.
Can you lick the blood wall and tell me what kind of blood it is? It's probably elf, but I mean.
Yeah, alright, I'm a bit of a gourmand. Sure, let me go check a look.
Gourmand.
Me and Orby laugh.
Orby does not laugh. Orby blinks twice.
There it is.
See, double F.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Double F.
Yeah, so you taste the blood?
Yeah. Just rub my tongue all over.
Tastes like elf blood.
It's elf blood.
Thought so.
You know, it has that kind of, I don't know.
Dandelion flavor?
No, it's kind of like thin, like more like water. Kind of tastes like if you were to drink it, you'd have a curse life, a half life. I didn't drink it. I licked it though.
Okay, and there's a bunch of. Sorry. Are there arrows in the wall?
No, there's arrows on the ground.
Okay. I thought maybe a wall was bleeding from the arrow wounds for a second.
I mean, I'll lick one of the arrows. How old are they?
They're ancient.
These are pretty dusty.
I'm like on all fours crawling around. It's like a little toddler
I don't know
monster.
much about elf blood, but that blood does look fresh.
Yes, it's still bleeding.
I mean,
Also, there's arrows everywhere, so maybe they shoot from somewhere. Is there like a direction to the arrows where we can see where they may have come from?
You guys are all somewhat skilled at combat, so you can tell it looks more like someone fired a volley of arrows at this area, and then they all clattered to the ground.
So crawl on top of the statue and like push at it. Just like tap it and stuff.
It's a statue.
Like lick it, chew on it a bit.
Okay.
Doesn't do anything?
No.
Merle, can you pick this up?
No.
Don't you have infinite strength?
No, because when you first get the thing that you could. Oh, wait. No, that's an advancement. I can smash it if you want, but.
No, don't. I thought you leveled for a moment. I'm like, use your goddamn strength, Nicole. Just screaming at you.
Lift with your knees. No, your back. Your back.
I don't have bones or muscles. All of this is irrelevant.
Make jerky, twisty motions.
I'm just as strong in my pinky as I am in my bicep.
Well, put all of your strength in your pinky, then put all of that strength in the rest of you.
We're gonna dig around the statue.
Okay, yeah. You can dig around as much as you want.
See if
It's
there's
just a
anything we can
statue.
uncover.
yeah. I guess I'll just examine the area, see if there's any bigger machinations going on, like a builder that I am. But if there's nothing, then I'll just move on, I guess.
Okay. What
Do we have-
direction do you go in?
Towards the tree.
Do we have a
that
light?
would be north.
Do we have a light source?
Probably. Why?
I mean, torches don't strike me as being particularly unusual.
This.
What?
See, I'm just like, this area seems like it's important, so I'm like, oh, maybe if we like shine light on the sundial to make it think that it's high noon, something will happen.
Well, that's why I use my, air sight to see if there's any mechanisms around here. Does this work? There's some bigger machinations going on.
The wall's blinking.
I mean, look closely.
Oh yeah, hey, let's fucking look closely.
Maybe I'll do it because
Sure.
I just look at your character sheet.
I don't.
Well,
that's
whoever's
not
been
Your
quiet.
sense is damaged.
No, it isn't anymore because I drank.
You
so-
drank and then you damaged it again.
to give back.
Oh yes, I did.
Ah.
Well,
But doesn't
okay.
that just mean that you
Can I use my last
roll
food?
with despair?
Use your what?
Last food.
What, to like sit down and eat? Have a quiet meal?
I guess we don't have time. All right, I'll use my last booze.
Booze it up.
And I would roll with hope now, except for the fact that I can't.
You're rolling with vigor though.
Also, you wouldn't be able to roll hope because we're in the city. You can't roll hope
Exactly.
in the city.
But vigor is not hope.
Does that work that way?
I think so.
Probably. It probably gets around shit like that.
When you use this, you have. Oh, you have hope and cannot
Yeah.
have spells. No.
So I will try and. Well, these guys are doing that. I'm looking around for stuff, and I got an 8.
So what does that mean?
That means it gets a
Three questions, one hard one? Yeah, give me your 3 questions, and I'll pick which one you're learning the hard way and give you your 3 answers.
Is anything hidden here or out of place? If so, what looks suspicious?
I think he wants to get you to give him all 3 questions at once.
Oh, I see. That's 1. What can you tell me about the... So, like, when you say the wall is bleeding, it's literally bleeding. Like, it's gushing in blood. What can you tell me about the fact there's this bleeding freaking wall? Because that seems really weird. And then let's go with the ever-popular, what is going on here? What do my senses tell me? Or what does the hieroglyphics...
I was going to say, there's also hieroglyphics.
Yeah, what does the hieroglyphics read?
Ancient Elven was an elective in high school.
Yeah, you don't speak Ancient Elven.
Okay, but what I do is I then just sort of grab his head and, like, while he's debating and, like, hey, read these, Mr. Elven. Not quite as with impertinence as that. Of course, he is my commander. But hey, could you read the things I know you can read?
Well, modern Elvish, but couldn't change that much. They don't like changes.
It says, I can just imagine.
Yeah.
Ancient Elven. I prepared explosive ruins this morning.
So the hieroglyphics point towards the roads, and they say the direction that it points, like north, south, southeast, east, west, but they say it all backwards. And what is suspicious is everything that I highlighted. The statue, the stream, the sundial, the hieroglyphics, the blood wall, the tree, the compass, and the arrows all seem suspicious to you. What is hidden or out of place is there are 3 ghouls who are hidden amongst the ruins that are now coming towards you.
Okay. Good to know.
Is there anything you can tell us about the blood wall?
About the blood wall, it seems to be flowing upwards.
Oh, that's extra spooky. Okay. So I assume you relay this information?
Yeah, but...
Well,
and
as he's relaying it, all 3 ghouls pounce. And each one is going to try and go for your food. Who else has food?
I have food.
You have food?
Yeah.
So 1 ghoul goes for you, 2 ghouls go for you.
Okay, so I am going to do a shtick here. We're going to go... So, we've been here for a few minutes looking at this stuff, right?
Yep.
So, would you rule that I have conceivably have planted a trap as this area is extremely suspicious?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to burn off one of my iron blasts.
So what does that do?
So that is basically, it's going to create an explosion. Basically, I figured out the area where someone was most likely to attack us, and when the 2 were coming after me, I hit the button and it catches them in an explosion.
Okay. So you catch 1 in an explosion. So what does that do? That damages the staff?
That's kind of up to you. Its 2 use is dangerous, so...
that also, dangerous also means it destroys the surrounding stuff.
Causes property
So
damage.
pretty much like, well,
Specifically what I said not to do!
so probably like, let's roll a finish them or something like that. Like, surprise! Boom.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So
blood-
ghouls have 2 stats. They have hungry. Ghouls are always hungry and will eat anything they can catch. If your grace is damaged, a ghoul's cuts against you are hard cuts.
Ooh.
So let me know if either of you have damaged grace.
Okay.
And tough as nails. The first time a ghoul would be damaged or destroyed, damage the stat instead.
Oh.
I think the tough would be the...
It has to be that one.
I mean,
obviously.
you don't have piercing, so he chooses what was damage, and
But it's-
tough as nail.
yeah, it's gonna be-
So roll your finish then.
So you have a tray.
Oh, yeah. 11.
So,
Okay. So they both damage their tough as nails. Do either of you have damage grace?
Nope. Sense, and probably sense as well.
Okay. So you guys You have one soft cut coming at you, and yours knocks them out, so it stops them from leaping and grabbing your stuff. But they're still alive and they're reeling on the ground.
Okay.
Can I?
Someone get advantage on it and I can clear this out real fast.
I want to overcome for Peter.
What's happening to Peter?
He's getting attacked by a ghoul.
Oh, shit.
Well, it's going for his food.
Still overcome by eating his food.
Oh,
I
no.
saved it! Don't worry, you'll get it back. Eventually.
I didn't want to.
I don't.
What? I'm not talking about it.
Eventually it grows in the grass, and we eat the grass.
So you're overcoming?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Absorbing it into yourself. Like a white blood cell.
Yeah. I'll go around the ghoul, and it's wearing like a people suit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna like make it stumble that way.
Sure. Yeah.
I got a 9.
Temporary solution or pay a price for overcome?
You can do like a temporary solution.
I guess. I don't have much gear left, so yeah.
Okay. So you managed to wear it as a suit, but it is tougher to control than you expect, and you are locked in a grapple with it.
I guess I take that time to fly upwards so it cannot touch me. I'll be safe at least.
Okay. So you hover up in the air.
Yep. Goblin King, you wanna punch the ghoul through Marilla?
I mean, yeah, I could just run up and, yeah, alright, let's see. I guess I'll scramble on all fours off the statue towards that one ghoul. Is it just the one ghoul that's left?
No, there's
No,
two.
there's
Two
two
damage
that are
and one-
reeling, and one that is inside Marilla.
Oh. Do I have advantage over it if it's inside Marilla?
Yeah, because it's grappling with her. They're both locked in a
Oh,
contest.
okay, yeah. Alright, I'll put my fingers in my mouth like a toddler and make a whistling sound. And all of a sudden, rats, swarms and swarms of rats, they're all bloated and weird, will go inside Marilla, grab the ghoul, and then take it away. And I'll be like... and it goes away. I will finish it like that.
Okay, that
I'm
ghoul
so
is
glad.
gone.
I thought you were gonna throw up on both of us, and I was like, no, don't.
No, please, stop.
I don't want to become your liquids.
The other two ghouls recover and leap at Prover.
Okay. Prover is going to he'll just go for clawing, start clawing them, I guess. Getting into a good old-fashioned brawl.
So what
Okay,
are you rolling?
so what are you rolling?
Iron or blood, it doesn't really matter which.
No, what move are you making?
What are you doing?
Because you don't have advantage.
I don't have advantage,
You
so I
can
have to
finish
try and overcome, right?
Try and overcome one of the cuts by fighting with it, sure.
Yeah. That would be a 9.
Pay a price, a temporary solution.
We're gonna go with. I think my gun is going to fire off. No, it's a reload weapon. That's not a good enough price.
I mean,
Let's have it get a hold of the food.
No, the food.
Okay, so it grabs the food.
But does that mean since I'm paying, I'm overcoming in price, does that mean I get anything?
Well, that means you get to remove the cut with him damaging.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, what
She
the
was
cut
stealing the food.
wasn't.
The cut was getting the
cut was
food.
getting the food. You're paying the price of letting it get the food.
Why don't you just temporarily get into a scuffle with it so someone else can kind of save your
yeah,
food?
okay. Sure. We're in a scuffle.
Okay,
So are ghouls just starving people?
they're kind of like starving monsters.
Yeah, except they never
they're
stop eating.
hungry monsters.
Is anyone going to overcome the other cut?
Yeah, I'll leap in to defend him.
Okay,
I'll like leap onto it and just like get into a bear hug with it.
sure.
Fucking Orbeez.
Yeah, Orb's behind me. He's like just observing.
No,
He's like,
you jump,
blink,
you
blink.
jump.
Double
and
blink! Double blink! Double blink!
I know, I'm motivated too. So yeah, him and I are working together. So us working together.
We don't
Can
get
I roll
hope.
with hope?
I'm saying it would nullify the despair if we had.
Oh.
Do we have despair?
No.
Oh. Oh, okay. It's just 2 minutes.
Unless your stuff is damaged.
Hey. 10. Well, more than 10 because I rolled a 4 and a 6.
Okay, you leap onto it and manage to like grab onto its ears and like steer it away and have it stagger back and forth over the cobblestones.
I'm lightly biting to see what it tastes like.
It does not taste good.
Yeah, it's all right. It doesn't taste good, but it's all right.
I've eaten worse.
Okay, so you're hovering above this fray. He's grappling with one ghoul. Goblin King is riding another ghoul.
I would like to... Wait, you overcame, not...
Yeah, we don't have advantage. We overcome the cut.
Okay.
If you set them up, though, they'll disappear.
Pardon?
As soon as we have advantage on these guys, animals can come in and take them away.
Oh. I'm going to grab Hoover's food and use it to keep the ghoul busy.
Okay, that works.
By taunting
Because
it?
that's like exactly what it wants.
Yep.
That is courage, which is damaged.
You are working with me, right?
But
You're busy. You overcame. You picked a
enough.
temporary solution.
Plus, we can't have hope anyways. Like us working
yeah,
together.
but you negate your despair. Use your damage for their first spare, put together as well.
Oh man, this is not gonna work. Yeah, I got a 4.
So
Because
cut
my
is coming.
courage is -1. I forgot how bad that stat was.
So,
And it was damage, and it was minus.
so I guess the ghouls will be clambering onto you.
Let me just see what your character sheet looks like.
You grab the food and you dissolve it.
Oops! The ghouls eat the food along with you!
Like, oh, I was thirsty.
Oh no, you don't have anything.
I have nothing because we never fucking rest.
That's the point.
They can have my gold if they want, I guess.
Let me just...
Look, guys, gold. This is called future food. You can trade it for food
Trade it to
later.
food. Trade it to the other ghouls.
Look, if the coast rises and their houses are going to be flooded, they can just sell their houses and move. Sell them to who?
You're acting like a builder. There's no inherent value in these lumps of shiny metal.
I understand fiat economics.
Are you comfortable if the ghoul takes the food as the price?
Yeah, that's. I don't really care.
So you're trying to taunt it with the food, and it is faster than you expect, and it snatches the food away from you, and immediately starts running off into the room.
Oh. Oh. Well, I mean, it ran off, so mission accomplished.
Well, there's still.
There's still one that is grappling with.
Whee!
And he got a 10, so he's. Yeah, fully overcame. Are
Someone
you up
wants-
to anything, Juno?
No, I'm not really that much of a combat character.
Everyone's a combat character in Fellowship, you piece of shit.
Yes,
talk to it, make it
You
a
can
friend.
1v1 people.
You can auto 1v1.
You can also talk to it and make it an ally.
Can I? Can
Yeah,
I talk
I did it
with
with
it? Can I
dogs.
Speak softly.
You gotta form a bond with it.
Which you can do by finishing them with anything but murder.
I mean, if I can.
Wisdom!
If I can, then yes.
If I can forge bonds with dogs, you can forge bonds with this dog.
It's certainly possible.
So I guess I'll start talking to it in Elvish and trying to explain that, we're here to help. And, seeing whether it responds to anything.
So you're speaking softly?
No, I'm finishing them with...
It doesn't have advantage.
But didn't you...
He's overcoming, not.
Someone has set advantage.
No, I mean, because advantage is whatever the situation fits. And
All right,
I think
how about-
if you're grappling with it, you've
How-
got advantage.
Yeah, how about I'm grappling with it and I'm wobbly, so it can't actually hurt me, so I can get real up in its face. I'll start going inside its mouth and so I'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's freaking it out.
So you have advantage.
Okay, so I rolled a 14. Yeah, forge a bond. And yeah.
So what is your bond?
I guess...
You want lots of food? Come with us.
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll give it food and, Oh, I showed it kindness, therefore it will
Also,
So you're going to give it your last fine food?
yeah, I'll give my last fine food to it.
Okay.
Too.
yeah, it's like, hey, if you just calm the fuck down and work with us, we
Yeah.
can supply you with a steady stream of food.
Sure.
And the
Yeah,
girl's
so
like,
if
sorry,
you're-
man, I was hungry.
If your bond is I fed you or something along that lines, that
I
works.
show
for
you
me.
kindness.
I showed you kindness? Sure.
Oh, yes.
So it calms down and starts eating.
Okay.
Good noses. Yes.
So I try talking with the thing, asking whether it can tell us of this place, what happened here, tell it about itself, and get in a conversation if it wants to talk.
It can't talk. It's past that point. It is animalistic.
Well, at least it's not trying to bite us anymore. Well, I guess we should go back to what we're doing as in examining this place, trying to figure out whether there's some bigger puzzle.
What I think is that the directions point the wrong way, because if we go out the direction that we think, if we're like, hey, the tree's that way, we're just going to go that way. It's going to be like, that fucked us because it wasn't actually that way, it was the other way, because it's confusing when you're in the area here.
Makes
Well-
a weird sort of sense.
Right?
Probably
Unless the literal island moved, and that's why the directions say the wrong way.
could be more of a maze, could be a maze, therefore we have to solve this puzzle around here, and you have the direction, the backwards, therefore we probably should follow them backwards.
You know what we should do?
Split up?
No, I was going to say fly, but then I remembered we can't all fly. Only you two can fly.
I'm probably kidding one of you.
Can they? Can each of you
Can
carry
you?
one of us?
Are there flying animals in here?
I don't know
there,
how much.
There are no animals around.
It's already been established, not that long ago, that Goblin King isn't that big and doesn't weigh that much. So I don't know about
Marilla?
Marilla.
She's like people sized and made of water.
So it's people weight.
Right?
Yeah, which is roughly 80%. So
Okay, let's not try to be too smart about it, let's just try to solve this
That's what I'm
mystery.
thinking. I'm like, I don't know if we're overthinking this. It might not
Yeah.
even be a puzzle. Let's just fly over there.
I guess I'll try to
And then if that doesn't work, we'll know it actually is.
now I'd rather try to work through it like an architect, clearly there's some clear answer here, therefore again following the direction but backwards because it's written backwards. That's how I see it from the hieroglyphs, so I'll try doing that.
So what are you doing?
We have direction from the hieroglyphs that are, go left, right, whatever, but they're written backwards. If I'll follow them backwards, starting to go gears within gears.
So you're taking a path?
Yeah.
Are you guys going with them?
Yeah, sure. I should have said I'll follow you guys. You guys know more about the shit than I
Unless
do.
you guys want to be flying.
Okay. So you head out. You walk along the path. You move past a couple dilapidated houses, a collapsed, what seems to be an inn, a stables, and then you come back to the exact same intersection.
I think we're willing to go try heading directly south at this point.
So away from the tree? The tree's northwards, wasn't it?
The tree, I think it was northwards. In which case, yeah, that's what I said. If we go south, it'll probably lead us north.
This seems like the sort of namby-pamby, ooh, let's reverse everything, turn on its head sort of nonsense that the elves would come up with. I don't know much about them.
Well, I guess we'll try that approach then. Walk backwards.
So we
South.
go south.
Yeah.
So you walk south.
Yeah.
Same thing happens.
Okay. I guess it's a riddle we'll have to
Slice.
solve. Try it. You'll be back. Yes, you want it?
Alright. Okay, so yeah, Cooper will unfold his new wings and we'll give that a shot.
Describe them. This is the first time
Yeah, the first time he's used them, he's gonna basically, he's got a set of unfoldable wings that can come off and they just automatically start flapping. And yeah, and they slowly take him up. It's all mechanical stuff looted from the golems.
Over the cyborg. So you fly northwards?
Yeah, I'll try flying towards the tree. Does that
Okay.
work?
You go up in the air, and you fly over the city, and the city passes beneath you, and passes beneath you, and passes beneath you, and passes beneath you. How long can you fly for?
A fair bit, but it doesn't really say it's indefinite. But I'll just land after a while and say that there are limits to it.
Okay. You guys see Kluber land back down at the same intersection with you.
Okay, we need to solve this puzzle.
I'm.
Then,
It
yeah.
looks a little different here.
Oh,
Oh,
looks different.
what has changed?
One of you look closely.
Because it's damaged.
Does anyone have a move where it's like you can look closely no matter what? So I know lots of people have that as like an option.
This is usually a gear
I
option.
have a 7.
I have one, but it's burned.
So 3 questions, 1 the hard way.
Yeah.
Okay, what are your questions first?
So, what has changed here?
What happens if I blank?
Is there a pattern? Because we've left in different directions. Maybe we can figure out a pattern.
I mean, there was a compass in the middle of the statue area, right?
Sundial.
The sundial.
Oh,
And like a compass on the ground.
Hey, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
the map's changed.
maybe we can move the map. Maybe we can move it to face where we want to go.
But maybe the map and the directions have changed now that we've moved.
Is like, is any of this a red herring in this area? I guess. And
Okay, so
is there anything else? hidden
what
out
has
of place?
changed? Is anything a red herring?
And is there anything else that's hidden or out of place that we haven't encountered yet?
Nothing else is hidden or out of place.
Okay.
The arrows are a red herring, which you realize as you step on one, injuring your foot and damaging your grace.
Oh no, the ghouls will go after me now.
The specters, or animals maybe, because the arrows haven't changed at all. Other than that, what has changed? The statue seems younger.
See what?
Younger.
Huh.
As in, the statue looks like it was made more recently, or the statue looks like it's carved
The
of a
statue
younger
itself
person?
looks like it's a younger person.
A younger person. Okay.
The stream is actually flowing backwards. You notice that there's a shadow on the sundial that's not coming from the sun, and it's moving in the reverse direction. And the tree seems smaller.
Okay, seems we're going back in time, or at least appear to.
Does that, if it means we're making progress, perhaps we should just keep going? Or are we setting off some kind of trap?
It seems like a trap. I mean, it's time. You don't want to mess with time.
I guess
time's an illusion.
if we observe the sun, does it move right now, or do we have to actually be moving in order therefore to be moving backwards?
It's moving.
Okay, so I guess we need to wait, I suppose.
Hmm.
I didn't think this is the sort of puzzle that can be resolved by waiting.
I mean, maybe.
I mean,
Elves live a long time, right? Maybe the answer is wait until high noon or whatever, and then you can get out.
yeah.
It's not unreasonable.
Your ghoul starts idly gnawing on your leg.
Hey,
Like, not
give him some-
hard,
give him some
but he's
teeth.
just kind of like gumming it a
Yeah,
bit.
okay, I'll bite.
That's not what I meant, but that's amazing.
You'll turn into a goblin.
You said to give him teeth.
Kind of jerks back and then clutches his wounded limb.
Doesn't feel good, does it?
Ta-ta! We don't eat people that are valuable to me. While they're still valuable to me.
Oh my goodness.
Humble threat.
So why don't we just keep going backwards?
Because the arrows are a red herring.
Well, you mean the arrows in the ground? Sure, whatever, but the statue's getting younger. Maybe we'll get so young people will be here.
So, do we head towards, head in reverse, the full speed?
Or I guess we could try following the path of the hieroglyphs, but forwards this time, even though it's written backwards. When we move forward.
The hieroglyphs are just like they're just like signposts. So like one points to the north place, one points to the south place, and they just say south or north, but they say it backwards.
I thought it's okay. Is the sundial also backwards?
It's a normal sundial, but it's moving backwards.
Yes, but also are the like?
Yeah,
it
I know what you're asking,
marking,
and it's the markings are normal. But it's moving backwards.
Okay, are also in the mirror dimension or something? What's going? I don't think there are any mirrors or ponds around here we just look through or try to gaze.
Your ghoul starts getting agitated.
Oh.
And 5 ghouls scuttle out of the rubble towards you.
Get away!
Okay, you fly up. Your ghoul looks sad.
I'm sorry, but this is for your own good. Or my good, I don't know.
Alright, so we got 5 more ghouls to deal with?
Yeah, they're hanging around the periphery.
Alright.
I'm going to.
Hey, or if I just unhook myself, you go, you're quiet, it's fine.
Orb and I, like, I'll put him on my back.
Yeah.
We'll sneak around and I'll wait in the shadows for the ghouls to get closer.
Okay.
And at you, I'm going to burst out and go through one's chest.
Okay.
I'm gonna go airborne because
Okay.
literally the 2 people in the party who cannot be harmed.
The ghouls scuttle forward. You burst through one's chest. It frightens the other ghouls, and they all scuttle off backwards down the corridors.
Alright, so shall we try moving somewhere? I didn't think we should be waiting continually in an area that's patrolled by tons of ghouls.
Well, no matter which way we move, it come back to the same place. So,
Yes, but things change as we do so.
yeah, but just keep coming back and back and back won't help. Also, no matter where we go, the ghouls are going to keep coming back to
The
here.
ghouls didn't come back to the same place.
Hey, let's follow a fucking ghoul. Someone tie food to a stick and watch it go. Does anyone have any food left?
Nope.
I'll start, like, I'll peel off, like, a drumstick from the ghoul and be like,
There we go.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
Okay. So you're holding it in front of your ghoul?
Yeah.
It's not my ghoul. Be very clear.
Yes. For the ghoul.
Why do we hold it in front of the... I don't understand why we do that, guys.
What we do what?
Anything.
Okay, it starts moving towards the food.
Yeah, that would work.
No, we capture a ghoul and like put a stick on its back and a rope on it and put the food in front of it and you'll follow the food.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
It'll
But
know where
don't-
to go.
Don't we just want to follow the ghoul? Because if you put the food in front of it, it'll
Then-
just follow the
Yeah,
food.
then we're leading the ghoul. We want the ghoul apparently to lead us.
Oh, maybe it'll lead us to a nest of ghouls, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well. So what, we're following the ghouls that ran away?
Let's.
Yes. Let's follow them.
Okay, they scattered in all directions, but you pick one, take
Yeah.
off after it, and come back to the same intersection.
Okay.
Has things changed this time?
Ghouls are undead, right?
Yes, they have,
Ah.
but in the same way. Statue seems younger, tree seems smaller.
Even younger and even smaller.
Ghouls are undead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's because
I think
they're
we-
not alive.
I think we just need to cycle through enough and eventually we'll be back to this place when it's high day, I suppose.
Sure.
That's...
Well, like, it's not
I'm not really a problem solver for these kinds of problems.
It's not really time, though, because it's not that the statue looks like it was made more recently. It's that the statue is made to look like someone who looks younger than it originally was made to look like. Like, that's a different fucking statue.
Well, then clearly... Shall we just keep seeing what happens? Perhaps we'll move the...
As you deliberate, more ghouls come.
Yeah, let's go. At this point, I didn't care.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're just cycling through this until we see, I don't know,
What are you doing about the ghouls?
flying overhead.
Flight and 2 of us, and they really don't care.
Yeah, they can't really hurt us. I don't think.
I mean, if they get close, it's their problem.
Okay, one of them gets close.
All right, I'll just put my arms out and I'll stand there, T-posing. What does it do?
Tries to beat you.
All right, I'm gonna grab by its neck and I'm gonna bite into its neck real hard.
Okay. You bite through its neck. The other ghouls get scared. They scuttle off backwards.
Push him back.
Have they always been leading backwards?
Yes.
The fucking bitch. That's the answer, guys.
Ah.
Move backwards.
They're real sailors, Bill. Horny.
Fine. We flip ourselves backwards and
Yeah, okay.
move away.
Walk backwards.
We'll
over
walk
there.
backwards.
Does that answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys move away and start moving through the city.
Okay.
You solved it.
Hooray!
Take a little mirror.
The next
and-
answer was gonna be like blindfolding the statue because maybe it's watching us, and then I was gonna smash the statue if that didn't work. So yeah.
So you guys move through the rest of the city. It takes you what you reckon is like the better part of a day, maybe more, but time doesn't really seem to be passing in the usual sense of it, and you can't see the sun. The boughs of the tree block out everything, even the sky. But eventually you get through the city and you arrive at the base of a monumental tree.
Okay.
As you walk forward, the tree itself parts, and an old woman comes out. Ah, Grand Architect Juno Alderon. I've been waiting a long time for you.
Well, it is I suppose. Maybe not even grand, but who might you be?
I am the library.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Come inside. The tree expands a little further to reveal a hollow inside.
We go in.
Yeah.
I hope this is a trap.
You go in and the tree closes behind you, but inside is suffused with a soft, warm light. You don't see any books or anything, just the interior of a tree. The woman herself is dressed in long, flowing, ragged clothes. She looks vaguely elfish, vaguely builder, vaguely rockfolk, vaguely goblin, and she's got a bit of an aqueous tint to her. You also notice that at the bottom of her dress, instead of feet, there are flowing roots that go down into the ground. So, you've come to seek my wisdom.
Yes.
And what have you brought to prove yourself?
Well, we brought ourselves. That's something. Go to those mists and what have you. Should we prove anything else?
As much as I would love to help you, there are rules.
Understandably.
You have two options. Either each of you brings me a gift worthy of my collection, or you do for me a great service.
Well, I do have something that might be worthy of you. I will get in my bag and take the treasure we got from the ancient builder ship. So, like, I don't know, maybe some illuminated tome or what have you.
And what use would I have for that? I am a library, Juno Alderon. Use your head.
Well, a library could always use more books.
Is that what you have?
Well, I
I
have
think
a-
what Peter's trying to say is the treasure is an abstract for whatever came from all that
Okay.
ship, and he's
Yes.
saying that there might be
So
tomes or
you
scrolls
bring
or
tomes and scrolls.
education.
Yes, I bring an ancient tome from near the builder ship.
Ah, a great gift. I shall add it to my collection.
No, look at you guys.
And the rest of you.
What kind of favors would a tree library need?
There is something specific. You see, I'm not exactly mobile. And on this island, there is a lich. If you could remove him for me, I would consider that worthy of my time.
How powerful are witches? Like, does that sound like something we could do? I'm pretty
Well,
Dude,
pow-
we can kill anything.
Not as powerful as the Goblin King.
We don't want to just do that anyway.
I am gonna. I don't know if I want to spend things on this library.
Yeah, alright, we'll kill things. Whatever. Shit. Alright, who you want to kill, boss?
On the south end of the island, travel through the city. I will undo some of the charms so that you may travel freely. You'll know his area when you get to it.
This sounds like a blast.
Remove him for me, and we will talk. And the tree opens again.
Removing a lich from the world is.
Move it. I'm gonna make friends with it.
To be fair, she didn't say she wanted him dead. She did just say remove him. So
Yeah, it's like-
she probably just wants him off her land.
Yeah, we'll relocate it.
Yeah.
Dead would be preferable.
I mean, yes, but if people are really dead set on on having a lich friend, then I mean, whatever.
Let's just go do it right now. Gino, you hang out with the library. It already accepted you.
Do we want to rest for a bit?
No, not even a little.
Because I can't do anything if we don't.
Why not?
Just roll despair.
Most of my
3
stats
damage
are
stats,
damaged, and I have nothing, no gear left. Like,
I mean,
Don't you have Doom stats still?
no, I don't have a doom stat anymore.
I don't know what our doom is
Oh
anymore.
yeah.
Plus, I do have iron, grace, and blood. But
There you go.
Hey,
That's
I
a
got-
killing moves.
I got a question for you. Do you have any food here?
I do. But you have not yet won my favor.
You shouldn't be eating the library.
Alright, look. We've had another time getting here. Some of us are hungry and cranky. Let's sit down, have a 15-minute meal around a fire, or something, or a table, and then we'll go totally wipe out that lich.
You may rest here.
Yeah, we definitely can. That wasn't even a question. Isn't there like a host thing going on here where you have to be a good host when you invite people into your home? Want some sort of terrible bad luck curse of all people who are shitty hosts? Give us some food!
I mean, that does sound like royal treatment.
I like you. You're cute.
I know.
I'm lucky.
She goes to the edge of the tree section and just sort of merges into it. And you guys are left in a hollow with an open door.
I wonder if she'll come back with food soon.
I don't think she's
I
going.
would never bet on it, money.
Alright, well, what are you hungry?
I mean,
Does anyone else have food?
Nope, because
Peter, do you have any food?
my
I
last.
gave it the ghoul.
God damn it, Peter. Alright, I will give you some food.
yeah, food doesn't help. It only heals one stat. It doesn't heal all my gear and all my other stats.
But one star is good enough.
I don't think we can refresh that totally without being at a place we have fellowship with. We need to find like a community that'll restock us, because that stuff has to be restocked.
Yeah, you do have to be at a community
Yeah.
fellowship with.
Yeah.
And we left
You
the
can't
mobile.
just rest?
You can rest and it'll heal some things, but getting your gear and like your class stuff back, you have to recover in a community of fellowship with. And we left the mobile one on the boat.
We gotta
No.
finish this sucker off.
Like, you
Alright, looks like we're going to go get the lich.
need to have a little downtime, which you need to do in a civilization. And then the recovery is when you rest in a place of safety for over a week, then you restock your stuff.
This is a
Alright.
place of safety.
Well,
Well,
we gotta rest for over a week, and again, Where are we restocking from?
Well, let's go die by lich, guys.
Oh my god, Nicole, it's going to be such a simple fight. You are over-emphasizing this. This is going to be easy.
So you guys head off?
Yeah.
Okay. Orby is bouncing around you. He's like taking pictures of the landscape.
I don't know.
Let's go.
He has the capacity to do that, but good for him.
Your ghoul is trailing behind you. Occasionally he will like stop and like nibble on a rock or a stick or something and spit it out.
It's really a bit goblin-y.
The ruins of the city.
I did bite it.
The ruins of the city in the south end look much like they did on the other area, dilapidated, once ornate structures that have fallen into ruin. But eventually you start to get to an area that seems desecrated.
Oh, yeah.
It turns into a bog, but a little different than the kind of swampy, jungly bog that you guys walked through. It's thick and black and brackish. And around you, you see animated skeletons and ghouls and specters just sort of moving about. None of them move to attack you, though.
Usually the undead seem to crave the flesh of the living, but this so I've been told.
Well, maybe they're being fed by the lich. Hello.
As you push through, you eventually come to a small copse where there's a clearing, and you see a figure huddled over a book in a cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
He has his back to you.
Oh, Devon, it has its back to you.
I mean, I'm sure he's aware.
I mean, maybe he's not. Maybe you can surprise attack him.
Anyway, we're approached. You're the fucking prince.
The lich has actually died of natural causes.
Prince King Man. Go talk to it.
Hello there, I'm Acte Juna Alderan, and these are my companions, Puvar, Marilla, and Goblin King.
He stops chanting and turns to look at you. He is ghoulish and faded, gaunt. His eyes are glowing green, and he's got a crown of white hair. Oh, hooray! A band of heroes come to kill me. How uniquely novel.
Well, I wouldn't say that we're here to kill you.
What would you say, Architect Juno Alderon?
Yes, what he said.
Well, you let me know the situation, what's going on between you and the library, I guess.
Oh,
We can start.
the library. I borrowed some of her forbidden tomes, and I was reading them in a bath of ichor. It soothes these old bones. And anyway, I suppose I may have gotten several of them, I don't know, wet. So she's been trying to kill me for the last 50,000 years. No one holds a grudge like a tree.
Why don't you just leave?
I don't swim.
No, we could just boat you out.
Do you have those tomes still? Maybe we could try fixing them.
No, I gave them back.
Huh.
I'm not a cad.
Maybe she threw them back at your face or something. I don't know.
Look, here's the deal, buddy. The tree wants you to leave, and he's an architect. I mean, he's a wall builder. So we're just going to take your home here. We're going to take you out of your home. We're going to put you on a boat. We're going to ship you to somewhere else, and that's going to be your new home, like the wall builders intended.
You don't live here anymore. Oh.
So you grant me passage. I suppose it's an interesting proposition. How do I know you're not just trying to get me out of my place of safety and kill me at sea?
Because if we wanted to kill you, it'd be super fun to kill you here on your home turf, with all your undead and your pog and your tower and your magic and your cauldron. I bet
You're
the giant,
getting yourself worked up.
I
You
bet
don't
the giant
want
demon's
those.
gonna come out of the cauldron during the midpoint, and then we'll think we got you, but your phylactery's nearby. Your bugs with your valiant. And then you'll come out in a giant, scarier body, and it'll be amazing.
You've done this before.
I'm sure this one goblin has it stuck in there.
I mean, also, no offense, could you imagine the sort of devastation it would be towards the rest of us if we were to have a big fight on a boat? It doesn't seem like a very good idea for any of us.
I mean, it seems a little boring.
I am well aware of the devastation I could unleash upon your unwitting bodies.
Yeah.
So I didn't think we'd like to do that in the middle of the water. It doesn't seem like a very good idea for anyone.
Well, no, now you're kind of selling me on it, because, oh no, we only have so many boats to be on, although he's affected by it. So, like, he's destroying the land around us while we're jumping from wreckage to wreckage. Flotsam and jetsam being tossed everywhere, dead mariners from centuries past, grasping at our legs as we're in the drink. Now I'm kind of into it.
As you see, we're an unusual bunch.
Not as much as you might think.
Oh.
I've met adventurers before.
Fair.
Yeah, we'll get your own transport, too.
I accept.
Yeah, see, that's come on. We just gotta be fair and civil.
So, should we send him onwards on some purposes?
I'm not gonna send a lich wizard out on a porpoise. I'm gonna do something much cooler.
Are we at the edge of water?
Yeah.
Put up my hands. A pod of whales will beach themselves a little, and one of them will open its mouth. They're all swollen and goblin-y looking.
Alright, that's your home now. Get in.
I don't take commands.
That's your home now. You could get in. It's a choice you're gonna make on your own.
Much better.
I mean, I'm not going to begrudge it. The way you put up your hands is like that Elmo.
The Elmo.
Yeah.
Okay, he goes and gets in.
Did you get his stuff? He's gonna have his skeleton.
Well, he has a merry procession of the undead.
Yeah, there's a procession of undead
Alright.
that starts picking stuff up and loading it into the whale.
Yeah, we'll give him all the time in the world, and we'll be like, "Whale, just take him somewhere else when you're done." No, he'll probably mind control you. It's fine. Just tell him where you want to go. It's a whale. They're smart.
I mean, I thought we were taking him to our boat, but okay.
Wow, you guys were way more committed to being friends with this guy than I was. I just wanted to talk with him and ask him to leave. I just rehomed him, guys. We displaced him. That's it.
We're doing another epistle again.
So does the whale go wherever he wants it to go?
I mean, inevitably, yes. One way or the other, the answer's going to be yes. He's a lich,
Preferably
right?
not back to this island.
Succumbs to his dark magics.
Right? Like, it's like just
Just don't come back here, because the tree doesn't want it.
Meanwhile, on peaceful, happy island where nothing ever bad happens.
Oh look!
look,
I
a
see some
whale!
badgers!
Well, look, the Overlord has a new general.
No.
Hey, don't join the evil dragon at the bottom of the ocean. We kind of have a tiff with him right now.
He's like, ooh, there's a dragon alive, is there?
Yeah, I don't get along with dragons.
Oh man, this guy probably knows a bunch of stuff about your people's heritage. You could ask him about. Goodbye.
Wait, before you leave!
there it is.
50,000 years old. I wonder if he knows things.
Here,
Yeah.
have some coins!
I didn't realize he was that old of a lich. I thought he was a more recent lich.
He said 50,000 years.
I didn't know that.
Did he?
And also-
He did. He
Yeah,
said it to
he did.
us.
And also-
He said the tree's been trying to
Trying to
kill
kill
him
him
for
for
50,000
50,000
years.
And also, I don't know how old the world is, okay? That
It is
could have
exactly.
been, like, nothing.
It could have been.
So, wait, do you know about the dragon that's locked at the bottom of the ocean? And if so, do you want to help us tell him to fuck off? Or at least tell us information about him?
Do I want to help you tell a dragon to fuck off?
I mean, there aren't that many people that have told dragons off.
I mean, if it helps, the dragon's not that rough. We've stolen a bit of his power already.
And I'll gesture at the whales.
I am always interested in sticking it to a dragon.
Yeah! Yeah!
Architects of life, keepers of magic. I would see them all fall.
But if all the dragons are gone, doesn't magic disappear?
Oh, look at that knowledge.
Is that a lie? Is it a lie?
Let's just say there are flavors of magic.
I am loving this guy.
So, like, is what you're trying to say is that, like, life magic is dragons and, like, death magic isn't?
You catch on quick.
Okay, because that's not great for me.
So, like, I kind of want to ask him his name in case it's cool, but I also want to just call him the Lich. Is that so ominous?
Well, what is your name?
The Lich.
You should know your name. If you
I am the dread sage Mulkazar, Lord of the Damned, Herald of Death, Acolyte of the Forbidden Ways, Scourge of the Living, Shepherd of the Dark Flame, and Apostate of all that is good.
Apostate? You threw that in there? Oh, that's so good.
You may call me Mulk.
Okay.
It's up and down. It's great.
So in
And
Light?
the architects think we're conspiring with evil powers.
They should have.
Now we are.
They should have made enemies with all the cool evil powers.
so here's the thing, though.
Look at this guy.
If all the dragons are dead, I die. All my people die. A lot of different people die. I think all the elves die.
And then lich magic brings you back.
Oh yeah, I guess I could be undead.
You could.
You could right now.
I mean,
I
that
think
doesn't.
goblins can be undead. We don't have that same spark you all have.
Oh, that's true.
But I mean,
Goblin-y, but I'm
Like the
not.
meat can come back, but I don't think you can be like vampire goblin.
vampire empire.
We don't have that
We were-
qualia that lets things come back when they die. That's what makes us so rad.
We were sort of wondering if there was a way to keep it bound. Seems like it's doing a pretty good job of being able to escape from the original prisons that surrounded it.
Oh, I would rather it not be in jail though, if we can get rid of it.
I have a solution actually, but we need to put that in the future. I think I have a solution to this dragon problem.
A
Make it
creature will
go.
always rattle its cage. The only way around that is to kill it, then raise it, and make it serve you.
You probably don't want that, right?
Undead dragons. That sounds blasphemous.
Well, I don't care about. I don't.
Yes, doesn't it?
No way, because then like you fight the undead dragon, you're like, oh, this was such a nightmare, and then the thing that made it so like that creature, that failure didn't stop you, but it was merely a project I worked on, and then you fight him when you're already weakened severely.
Stop encouraging Mulk to be our new enemy.
I'm just really into this whole instead. This would be awesome.
Okay. So, in light of the fact that you also hate dragons or whatever, do you want to go hang out on our boat while we go talk to the library, and then after we're done talking to the library, we'll meet you back on the boat, and then we'll plan the future from there. Also, please don't like steal our boat. There's a
That
lot of problems
sounds-
on it.
Amenable to me. I have a lot of chuckling to catch up on.
Do you have to like kill 10,000 babies or something to become a lich?
Oh yeah, they're like evil as sin.
I mean, you don't have to.
You might as well.
If you don't, what's the point?
I'm just
What you-
like,
Liches are evil as sin. Fact.
I mean, maybe it depends on the world, right?
As sin.
Given the guy's name,
Well, he's grandiose, so might as well kill all the younglings.
have I told you the legend of Dark Plagueis?
So does he get the fuck off of our island?
Yeah, he goes to the
our
boat.
island.
We'll have the whales hang out by the boat.
So who wants to forge a bond with it?
I kind of do.
Yeah.
Not
I
Poodle.
don't know, man.
I was super friendly to him.
We're all like friendly-ish, but I'm also
We're both
like,
creatures of chaos and disorder.
Yeah, pretty much. A free spirit. Is that the bond? We're both free spirits.
Is that a joke? Sure.
The library's gonna love this.
I'll give you his stats later.
Yeah, I don't need it now. There's not going to be a fight unless I decide to kill that rude library that didn't feed me. Okay, I guess we'll pause now that Peter's gone.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you guys head back to the tree,
Yes.
which opens again to welcome you, and the lady is inside, and there is a table full of nuts and berries, and warm tea.
Huh.
Well, not quite what I was hoping for, but I guess it does. I hope you're aware of what you've unleashed on the world.
Well, in this coming day,
An empty silence.
in this coming days, we'll need all the help we can muster. Yeah, I mean, the world might be getting torn apart soon by the dragons, so
You certainly will, Grand Architect.
You will be schooled here.
well, thank you. So, you know why we're here, or should we explain our quest? You seem to know a lot.
Yes, but I think it's better if you talk yourself through it.
Okay.
What do you want, Grand Architect? What is your goal?
Well, I think our goal is to, in the end, save as much people as we can from this world.
Nice and vague.
Well, that's
we
our
do not
mission.
want the dragon to be free and doing whatever the hell he wants because he's bad.
We
and
suspect it'll be bad for everyone.
It's gonna be bad. I had like a crazy prophecy about it. I've never had one of those before.
I'm not really sure why we're here.
The dragon.
Yeah, but my plan was to stop him from taking over those builder spots and destroying his army and crushing the architect he's possessed. Then he has no power.
But he'll just gain it back after we're all dead. That was his entire. He did his whole speech
Yeah.
about this.
Oh yeah, I had a solution for that.
It's hard to tell how much of what the dragon's saying is complete and other bollocks.
I mean, he's been alive this long. Why wouldn't he live longer?
Let's listen to the little one with the pointy teeth. What is your solution for that?
Oh, yeah. So those architect spots are seeped with magic, right?
Yes?
Yeah, so my solution was we just move goblins into all of them. They'll infest the area, soak up the magic, and they'll just hang out on it and act as protectors.
But the areas are magic because they're the conduits that keeps the walls together.
Yes, we'll pick up the background like radiation of it. Then, after we've kept all of the things safe by crushing the architect's army, my plan was we take a bunch of goblins, we go down to where the dragon's caged up, and we just set up camp on him. Like, we just build a goblin nest on the dragon and keep him company, and he won't be alone. The loneliness is probably driving him crazy. Also, my dreams were...
Also, what?
Nothing.
I think you're missing the real problem.
Well,
And you're lacking some key information. Dragons are magic, and magic is dragons, yes.
Yes?
And the dragons died, and magic started to fade from the world, and the builders panicked, and they imprisoned one at the bottom of the sea to try and cling to what magic was left. But magic is like an ocean. It has tides. It ebbs and flows. It waxes and wanes. It comes and goes. The dragons existed before the builders, and they existed as part of a cycle. When the last dragon dies, magic is reborn into the world again. The builders panicked and interrupted the natural flow of magic. They built a dam around the last pool that they could, and they stopped the sea from refilling itself. And since then, magic has always existed at a low point.
So if we kill the dragon, all my people won't die?
If you kill the dragon, while it is suppressed by the builder's architecture, magic will be stuck at its lowest point, and it will drain out of the world. What you need to do is kill the dragon when it's free. And to do that, Grand Architect, you need to take your rightful place. You've been fighting the wrong fight. You need to defeat Grand Architect Zane. You need to take your rightful place as head of the builders so that you might steer society once the dragon is freed and stop a cataclysm.
That's interesting. So to save everyone, we'll have to kill the dragon, but...
I'm not super hot on killing the dragon.
Hmm?
I'm not super hot on killing the dragon.
But we got him?
Well, its list of grievances are valid.
Yeah, but he also is gonna wreck everything.
And specifically has
Because he's gone crazy for being a prisoner.
But that he won't become uncrazy the second we free him.
Not the second, but my idea was we rehabilitate him by having him be around people for a while. And I didn't want to say this out loud around you guys because it sounded like I could easily discard you once this plan was in motion. But I would just have a nest of goblins live on him and slowly, carefully drink his blood, eat his scales, the outer bits of him, not the inside bits. Maybe a bit of the inside bits. Not enough to kill him. But they take on his properties, and goblins tend to blend in with things they live on. So goblins would start being magic. And then we'd live around the sites where the builder tech is, and they'd start being magic. Which would make my people where magic comes from. Which means after some time we can let the dragon go. He can go away. And everyone will revere goblins because they where magic comes from and exterminate my people. And the wall would stand.
I
Yeah.
have no idea if that would work.
I don't care if you have an idea if it would work. I'm running on my guts. I'm running on instinct. I have a hunch, and my hunch is the literal only thing I work on. It's irrelevant if you think it would work.
But
So,
that doesn't help if the dragon is then freed and burns everything down.
I mean, we're putting a pretty good grip in his plans, and there's 4 of us. And we know the dragon's bad news. If he becomes king of everything and takes his place, everyone will know it's bad news. Which means while we're rehabilitating him, we can spend all that time setting your people up to be ready to be like, dragon, fuck off. And we just tell him to leave.
but then the magic will still be stuck at a low point.
Well, yeah, but eventually he'll die.
Yes, but if then your people will be keeping the magic around, then it will still be stuck, because then it will take on the dragon properties, so we'll have to kill your people, if that's even possible, to restart the cycle.
Yeah, well, you've gotten this long without a lot of magic, so you can go on the rest of eternity with this amount of magic. Your people are still alive and happy, everyone else is happy, and you don't murder a person that your people unjustly enslaved and put in prison because your people panicked and fucked up the world. Everyone gets what they want.
Except for Mulk.
I wasn't even, like, again, that fight on the boat is coming. Not today, not tomorrow, but it's coming. We saved the date on that one. Boo-hoo, magic doesn't come back. Yeah, I guess that's the builder's legacy of shame to keep their hubris in check. It isn't ethically right to kill the dragon for your own gain to undo a mistake your people made.
Okay, but suppose the dragon attacks us, would it be ethical for us to defend ourselves?
Yeah, probably, but we're gonna keep him in prison for a few more 100 years or so, and goblins are gonna keep him company. We're like the worst version of a kitten. People still like kittens.
Well, not sure what to tell you.
That was my hunch. I wasn't gonna reveal it all, because then you're
I
gonna
mean-
start talking about murdering the dragon way too soon. Like, oh, gotta pull the ripcord on this one.
Well, Lord, in the end of the day, it's largely up to you. At least that's the way I'll pledge my people. On one hand, it's sorely tempting to remove the ancient trapped dragon from the equation before it can wake, as the library is stated. On the other hand, that would completely displace displace every single one of the people when it is released from the prison.
But this way you get the wall, and your people get a purpose.
What wall?
There
What
will be a wall.
purpose?
The wall!
There won't be a wall.
There will be a wall. We're not going to take the wall down. Are you crazy?
Yeah, oh yes, I mean yes. If we go by your plan, that will happen. But here's the thing. As he is saying, he is basing his opinion on instinct.
I like.
Tampering unduly with the natural forces is unwise. It was folly for the builders to trap magic. Every dam eventually bursts. I have seen forwards and I have seen backwards. You four represent the greatest chance to resume magic in the world and deal with the dragon. If you fail, it will come at a later time when the world is less prepared.
This gets you everything you want, and it's not a builder plan. We're putting magic back into the ecosystem naturally.
But you're not.
You're not.
We're
It's-
natural. We are the land.
The natural thing is to let the magic holders die.
Sure.
The dragon is destined to fade from the world, and
Right.
it was not always filled with rage. The idea of rehabilitating it is not a bad one, but I don't know if it can be done with toothy kittens.
No, maybe Arctic Zane and his people spend all their time telling him it's sorry and rehabilitating it. I don't know. I'm 2 years old. I got a pretty good hunch that my people being part of the natural world. In fact, if I can do this.
I'll put up my hand, and you'll see like a bunch of dolphins on the vast horizon where the water is, do a bunch of flips and stuff.
That I stole from the dragon because he let himself get too close to me emotionally. These other people have a pretty good shot at it. It might just be the thing that makes my people stop being genocided.
Once again, rehabilitating the dragon is one thing. Having your people be the magic holders is something else altogether. Because your people never die.
Someone has to take the place of the dragon when it eventually gets let free to go and live its natural life. It will die eventually, just, without being put to the sword.
But literally no one has to take its place. When the dragon dies, magic will come back, so just let it happen.
How long will that take for it to come back? How long can your people live without it? How are you doing after an hour?
How long does it take for the
The
magic?
rejuvenation will be almost instant. Otherwise, every cycle would be a genocide.
Yeah. I assumed that. I
Yes,
assumed it.
otherwise it would be genocide.
Now, it's another question.
Pardon?
Now it's kind of an ethical question, because now it seems it's easy to kill the dragon.
Well, no, now the answer is get him some therapy. And then let him go and everything's fine.
Yeah, but then there's no reason not to kill goblins.
This whole thing you're doing with him.
Yeah, that seems a lot less permanent than my plan now.
Also, there's no way people are gonna stop killing goblins. This is never gonna happen.
I'm pretty sure if we do this, the wall will come down, the world will end.
Yeah, but they know that they're never gonna be able to genocide all the goblins, so they're not gonna care.
Well, they would try. All builders are like that. There's only one dragon left!
Yeah, because dragons aren't goblins. Dragons aren't
I
goblins.
mean, we probably try to corral them all into one place.
But you can't. You literally that's the thing. They would try, but they literally can't. They've tried to genocide goblins throughout all of history, and it's never worked.
I mean, I don't think
If
we're
your people would become power sources, they would be seen as even less than what they are now. They would be corralled and enslaved and used to fuel builder technology.
If the builders continue on the course they're on now. Boy King here fixes his civilization up.
You were just speaking of a solution that lacked permanence. So
Yes.
you know how the builders are with 1,000 years of history, and you think that this admittedly is going to change the entire nature, and it will never change back.
It's two halves of it. Wall builders didn't used to be awful. Also, you're including wall builders. Most of you except for wall builders didn't used to be so awful. It's not in their nature to be so shitty. So presumably a boy king can set the culture up to fix itself, and if golems have an incentive not to be genocided or treated like cattle, two halves of it.
But they are set up to be treated like cattle if they're magic batteries.
Okay, what's a sacred animal wall builders don't hunt to extinction that they love because of their culture and stuff?
Would you rather?
I'm asking the boy prince here.
Because he can command lore about their culture.
Yeah, but like, would you rather be dead or would you rather be a slave?
Goblins can't be slaves.
But you can if they lock you in a pen just big enough for you and use them as a battery. Which is what
I will then put my hand against, like, I don't know, like a little, like, banister and, like, meld through, like, a T-1000.
Goblins are really hard to cage. They tend to adapt to their environment.
Yeah, and they're also really hard to kill, so either argument is the same.
Well, you know, you haven't had generations of builders trying to, you know, put their might into caging goblins. We might not build cages out of, you know, stone. We might make them a really habitable place for goblins and harvest them in the natural
Well,
environment.
if you give them a nice little pen to live in, then they wouldn't want to leave, but also, like, that seems bad to me. I don't know what it'd be like to goblins.
Alright. As I've stated before, I'm here not because I'm worried about them getting wiped out. I'm worried about them changing. Because the way culture is going with my people, they will change, and it'll get bad for everyone else. We're on the precipice of that.
I don't think I was here for that.
Oh, yeah, if goblins keep getting treated the way they are, they'll change. And it'll get ugly, and it'll get bloody. My long-term solutions are setting up things so that goblins just stay how they are, and everyone's relaxed. I'm gonna throw as much as I can at the wall while I'm alive. Because if I go, the next big goblin king, he's not gonna be like me. He's gonna be different. Like there are other goblin kings out there right now, we kind of just happened, but the next big one. Boy King has to be king.
No one was
That
arguing
we
that.
can all agree on.
Well, let's focus on that now and focus on the question of the dragon later.
So, we need to take out Zane. Do you have any advice for us with that?
Why don't you command more about how builder government works and how you dethrone the Grand Architect?
I was hinting at, hey, what's his weakness? I could use that against him.
I mean,
Remove
he's
his
being
power.
mind controlled.
Oh, yeah.
His weakness is that fucking talisman.
No, that's not his overlord weakness.
But I'm saying, like, if he's not being mind controlled anymore, then he's not a bad guy.
If you remove
You can
him-
just, if you're
if
the
you-
freaking.
You spoke of rehabilitation, and you say the dragon is mind controlling the architect
Yes.
directly.
So we should capture him to rehabilitate the dragon through Zane.
No. Mind control is interesting. It's a dangerous art. There's a reason the dragons didn't just mind control everyone to being their slaves back when they were alive. Mind control acts a bit like a two-way street, and the more direct control you assume over someone, the more that person imprints on you. That's why it's done so rarely, and when it is, it's more used with trinkets to suggest things to people.
That makes a lot of sense. We've seen that already.
Yes.
I'll just straight up to the ocean.
Yes, so he does have a trinket on him.
What about the trinket, the two-way street thing?
That too.
He's exposed.
Yeah, I actually just assumed that was because you're a goblin.
Yeah.
So does that mean we could conceivably?
It just means I'm more impressed on
Convince
some
Zane.
stuff.
It would help to convince the dragon.
Potentially.
We could lay the foundations of arguing that the dragon needs to be freed. At the same time, attacking his control over the architects themselves.
So what you're saying is, you go on the debate against Zane, and you say, yeah, there's a dragon trapped under there, and we shouldn't have imprisoned him, and we should let him go, but also let's not kill the wall because that's stupid. Is that what you're saying? I'm looking at you, Prover.
It seems to be a possibility.
Wait, if the dragon's not under the water, then there's no purpose to have the wall, right? Like,
The
he's
wall-
under the water, and
The
that's
wall
why
keeps
it's...
monsters out. That's what Hoover says.
And I think it looks nice.
I mean, it ties the whole place together.
There may
Certainly
be.
does.
My people for years have philosophers and engineers and even a few mystics. We do have a few. Have debated over the necessity of the wall, not just to keep them out, but potential metaphysics.
That wasn't an answer.
It really
Are you
isn't.
just saying that you don't know the answer?
I'm saying that the wall may have that not everything that has been passed on to the builders is perfectly passed on. The arts of binding a dragon are a little beyond them at the moment.
From what we understand, the wall keeps the magic in. There's only so little magic in the world to go around. So if the wall goes down, the magic probably will fly out and dilute everywhere
Well,
else.
yeah, but see, it's like there's like 5 or 7 or whatever chakra points on the wall, and also there's like a secret one that no one knew about that is the dragon. So if you get the secret one that's the dragon not to be in the special spot, the rest of them are fucking useless because they're not being powered by the dragon.
Probably.
Right? Library?
That's not quite accurate. True, if the dragon were to be free, the suppression towers would have no purpose.
So the wall's just a wall if he's not in it.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Wall's just a wall, and maybe there's monsters outside of the wall, but that's... So if he's not in it, then will that mean that magic is also outside of the wall? Yes, right? Or...
Magic will go with the dragon.
Oh no,
Still
that's
has to be-
bad.
It still
I
has
mean-
to be.
If we don't have to suppress the dragon, then there's a lot more ingenuity we can just use to keep the magic in, so the dragon will be free to roam around within the walls.
Well,
Still
but that's the
warm.
thing, though. As soon as he leaves the walls, like, we were like less than an hour, or we were like an hour outside of the wall, and I was gonna die if I stayed there.
Yes.
If the dragon leaves, then
So we'd have to convince the dragon to stay within the walls, but still
little
have the
dragon, you
space.
made a slightly bigger cage for you.
Yes.
Unless there was a magic source within the walls, keeping magic in here while the dragon flies off to live off its life away from all the people that caged him. Oh, look how the turntables!
Alternatively, we just take all the architects and move them away from the dragon, so it will be able to live away from its captors while still remaining here.
I mean, the dysphoria of your people would be awfully poetic. But you should stay within the walls, because outside of the walls look pretty habitable to goblins.
Well, and his people. Like, basically everyone but my people and elves.
No, the dwarves, they want to stay in the wall. He wants to stay in the wall.
Well, everyone wants to stay. I'm just saying, like,
You want to
everyone
stay.
can live outside of the wall if they want.
They can, but they shouldn't. We should let them know there's monsters outside the wall. They should never leave.
There's more monsters inside the wall.
I mean, yeah, that's where all the builders live.
We're getting poetic, aren't we?
I do have an extensive collection.
I'm just gritting my teeth, my little stabbing knife teeth.
But I think we've all decided that someone must embrace their destiny. So perhaps you can debate the ethics of the situation on the way to the capital.
Oh boy.
Get out of my house!
We should also detour to your people, you're saying, right? You can check up on them?
Yeah, it'd be nice to know that they're not all dead or mind controlled.
Hey, let's detour that way.
And how do you dethrone the Grand
Yeah, how are we
Architect?
gonna do it? Is it a political rap battle?
I mean, it's probably upstating him in, being a builder, so make something grander. Slash,
Like you've got like maybe potentially this is something that you could take a few days
We have a
to
boat.
Right?
iron out some.
You could be like, let me think. Let me go through the cultural archives and see what I can pull out of
the
our
Great
records.
Builder Olympics.
It's like that episode. This reminds me of that plot line in Star Trek: The Next Generation, where Picard and Worf have to work together to talk about the succession of a new chancellor after the chancellor is poisoned by the Duras house leader.
So, anything else that we
Dark
should
Knight
know? I want all the information.
Let's see. We've gone over your destiny, history of the dragons, mind control. I think that about covers it.
I suppose.
Any suggestions for dealing with any suggestions for dealing with the magical amulet that makes Zane
Be possessed.
be possessed and also has the side effect of making him completely invulnerable?
Oh, I don't actually know if that's the amulet or if it's him. He might just be magic. I don't know.
In days ancient, a dragon tried to enslave the elves who live on the island of Ishantar. They came up with artifacts of power to dispel the mind control and prevent it from affecting their people. I obviously haven't been to the island myself, but it's entirely possible that those relics still exist.
Well, I guess we'll have to pay them a visit on the way there. I think that's about it.
Okay.
By the way, do you control these ghosts in the mist because they stole something valuable of me and I'd like to have it back before I come back to the capital? There's some way for me to get that back.
What was that?
A symbol of my heritage.
Spectre floats in through the door with your royal symbol.
Oh, can
Oh,
I
wow.
have it back?
No, I brought it here to taunt you.
This library's gym.
I mean, you know, I had to ask.
Yes.
Why, thank you. You know, not to be disrespectful, and you know. Oh yeah, thanks.
I'm actually kind of surprised that she could control the ghosts.
I think
Okay.
the ghosts are hers.
I didn't know that.
These are defense systems.
Like I thought that it was just elves that had boat crashed, and now they're haunting the place because they didn't like the fact that they were boat crashed. Shipwrecked. That's the word I was looking for.
And I'm keeping your books.
Certainly.
Okay, I think that's pretty much a wrap.
Oh
Yep.
wait, the Lich said that you hate him because he got your books wet.
Yes, he's a real dick.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that was the real story. That was a fantastic answer, by the way. All right.
Even the younglings.
Oh, you know, it occurs to me, Corby here's been watching us the whole time, and he's a spy.
Hello, Zane.
Yeah, you're probably gonna wanna speed that whole Dethronian thing up.
Well, you know about these things. They have to report back. There's no instantaneous communication.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Cool.
Well, as long as you keep on that leash.
You
It's
guys
not a
have...
leash, it's a tether. If I get lost, he'll be able to find me.
You guys have fellowship with a giant.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh man, we got 3 picks.
All right. Well, do we want to call it here then?
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, because next thing you guys
Yep.
will be sailing off and whatnot. So I was Tyler.
Peter.
Mark?
Devin.
And Nicole.
And this is sponsored by nobody. Signing off.